Hey guys, so here's a step-by-step tutorial on how to create engagement campaigns on Meta. So first step is that we'll go here, we'll create, and we'll choose the engagement one. So these campaigns are usually, they work great for WhatsApp messages, messenger messages, um, and also like lead generation, because in some countries, in some areas, they prefer using WhatsApp over filling out forms. So let's say if you're targeting South Asia, which primarily uses WhatsApp, it works great. If you're using it to target Latin, South America, it also works great because a lot of the population over there uses WhatsApp, right, or Messenger. So that's a better way of targeting rather than just getting them to fill out lead forms, which can result in a higher CPA and even a low engagement rate for your ads, and also getting less leads that way. So first step would be like we'll choose this engagement campaign type. We'll go on continue. Here I'll go on manual engagement campaign because there's no point of using this one. Tailored messages campaign, it will just automate the entire process, but I don't prefer that. I'll go on the manual engagement one. Then we go on continue. Yeah, over here, one thing that is really ignored in PPC is the naming conventions. So make sure you name your campaign right. As a rule of thumb, how I do it is first I write my agency name, that is ZX, so abbreviation for that. Then I'll write the location we are targeting. So let's say we are targeting North America. So North America is NA or NAM. Again, our abbreviation, and then what or who we are targeting. So let's say we are targeting, a broad audience. So we are targeting like two ad groups: a broad audience and college students. Right? So I'll just write college students. Now some people also add like the date and all those things to make it more clear for them, but it really depends on how you crunch the data later on, right? So this works out very well for me, but make sure your naming conventions are right, because later on when you do go ahead for your post campaign analysis, it is very useful and also very streamlined for you to correct it. Now once you have the campaign, so there are different options over here like A/B test. Usually if you want to do an A/B test, you can, but it really depends what exactly you're trying to A/B test. For the sake of this video, we'll let it uh, you know let it be. We'll make a separate video on A/B testing. But let's talk about this advantage campaign budget. What this basically means is if you select this option, your campaign budget gets distributed automatically by the will of Facebook to the ad groups that are most likely to perform well. Now, I only do this when you have a campaign or an ad account that has a lot of data already collected. So you're running a lot of campaigns in a particular uh, ad account for a very long time, then you can go ahead and choose it, because Facebook already has enough data for it to make optimum decisions. But in my case, right now, this is a new ad account, so there's no point of choosing this. I'll just segregate the budget based on ad group, and I'll see which one is performing better based on the metrics, and then I'll keep optimizing it till we have enough data in the ad account for me to go for the automation completely. So initially, I don't choose this. Um, I mean, automation in some things are good, but not. I just haven't seen good results in this, so I would choose this. Next would be your so here we'll basically choose messaging apps as the conversion option, and yeah, click to message looks fine. Select the Facebook page you want to, right? This is fine, and then here you also have the option to select multiple numbers that you have, um, and then you just go to next, right? Here you also get the option to select your daily budget. So this can depend on whatever you want to, let's say, keep $20 per day, right, as a daily budget. Um, this is budget scheduling. I would suggest you to do it if you have already data collected on your ad account. Um, let's say, sometimes Monday, Wednesday, Friday really perform better for your ads, but you can only do that once you have the data collected on your end, right? So it's very important. Don't do it before when you don't have any data. just cross it out. The location, I would suggest keep it as broad as possible. Here you can either include or exclude. Sometimes I exclude like the northern provinces. Let's say if I'm targeting Canada, I would exclude like northern provinces that I don't want my ads to show. And also one more thing to keep that a lot of people don't really know or is missed is that when you target location, it targets people who are living in the location or recently visited the location. Right, so this could also be people who live in the states. So I'll just write exclusions states. Right, because a lot of people from the states visit Canada and vice versa. So we just want people who are actually just living in Canada specifically. So we just want to target them. So that's why we'll just keep it as just Canada and exclude US. Here you can exclude other countries as well if you want, and even like a few states of Canada that you don't want to target. And same goes for every other country you target. In more options, you have like a minimum age criteria. Now it depends on your target audience. Like minimum age will be 18, but I usually like for my campaigns I think 20 is more suggestible because I'll be targeting like people who just graduated from college, so 2021. That is an ideal age for them because they are just graduated or they are about to graduate in their final year. So that works out better. And then always make sure when you're using Advantage Plus audience. Now also you should know when to use Advantage Plus audience. So for that, I'll just show you one article. That is where it actually tells you. It actually tells you where to use the Advantage Plus audience. So here in their documentation, it says Meta AI. That is how the Advantage Plus works. How Meta's AI uses a lot of information to find your audience involved in cost of view. It learns based on past conversions, pixel data, interaction with previous ads. Right, so what all data has already been collected in your account, it uses that to widen your audience in a way. Now you must be wondering like, okay, so we don't have any data collected as of now in our campaign, then why are we using Advantage Plus? Well, for that, what I'll do is I'll add audience suggestions that will be a lot more specified, in which it will only target that first, and then it will broaden based on those audience suggestions. So that's also one more thing. Now, one more thing to note is when not to use Advantage Plus audience. So they say we recommend experimenting with Advantage Plus audience for almost all campaign types except remarketing campaigns. So keep a note of that. Don't use Advantage Plus for remarketing. Now coming back, we have basically all everything set up for the engagement campaign. Now over here, you'll just from here you'll create the ad. How you create the ad is you use a single image or thousand. Let's say for the sake of this, we'll use single image, and you can add a media from here. Make sure you have media in 3 ratios. That is 1:1, and then 9:16, and then the other feed ratio. You should be able to find that online, but that ensures that your ad is served in 3 different sizes. If I can add the headlines, description, I always suggest to add as many headlines possible, have variations of it. And I think with engagement ad, it doesn't allow you to add multiple variations, but with most other like lead gen ads, it allows you. One important thing is message template. Let's say someone does message you, what do you reply back as? So you can just create a few by yourself. You go and edit. Here you can just edit the text and add whatever you want. Like I'm interested, can you tell me more? Because so over here you can see that here you can edit the text you want, right? Edit the text you want, you can write the question. So whenever someone starts messaging you, so here you can see like if you want to edit the text, you can edit it. So when someone messages you, it says, hi, please let us know how we can help you. I'm interested, can you tell me more? Is there your chat? So you can change these options and even write automated response to it. So it's very resourceful for recent conversation. You can say we'll get back to you shortly or something like that that engages the customer right when you message, right? And same they do for Instagram as well. So now once you have all of this set up, you can set up your website events with your pixel. That is one more thing. I think this is a fresh account, so I don't have pixel set up. But yeah, in a nutshell, that's everything you need to do when you're setting this up. Yeah, so in a nutshell, this is basically everything that you need to do to set up the engagement campaign correctly. Make sure your creatives are interactive, but the highest priority of how you set up ads is basically how you do your targeting. Um, yeah, and I hope this video helps. Please let me know if you have any questions.